with President Biden and our colleagues in the Senate, have been hard at work on behalf of the American people, getting big things done. We passed the American Rescue Plan, saved the economy from a deep recession, put shots in arms, money in pockets, and kids back in school. We passed the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act to create millions of good-paying jobs, fix our crumbling bridges, roads, tunnels, our airports, a sewer and water system, our mass transportation systems, and ensure high-speed internet access in every single community. We passed gun safety legislation for the first time in 30 years that will save lives and make our communities safer. We passed the CHIPS and Science Act to bring domestic manufacturing jobs back home to the United States of America and ensure that our workforce has the skills to succeed in the 21st century economy. And we passed the Inflation Reduction Act to strike a dramatic blow against the climate crisis, set our planet on a sustainable trajectory forward, lower energy costs, strengthen the Affordable Care Act, lower health care costs, and drive down the high price of life-saving prescription drugs for millions of Americans. It was one of the most consequential Congresses in American history. President Biden gets the job done, and the D in Democrat stands for deliver. So over the next 2 years, over the next 2 years, as we begin this 118th Congress, let us continue to fight.
Good morning, friends. Happy Monday to all of you. Yes, friends, they have made it official. One more stimulus check is coming very soon. State lawmakers have confirmed that they will send out direct relief to low-income households. Checks worth $500 are set to arrive in just a few weeks. So, dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for all of the latest details. Also, I will be giving away 2 $75 Walmart gift cards this coming Friday. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. So there is a new update on stimulus in the state of Maine. Residents of Maine will be receiving financial help to help with skyrocketing energy bills this winter. This is under an emergency order signed by Maine Governor Janet Mills. The relief plan, which sailed through the state legislature with bipartisan support, will provide one-time payments of $450 to more than 880,000 eligible residents and pumps tens of millions of dollars into the state's fuel assistance programs and emergency shelter and short-term housing for the state's homeless population. Governor Janet Mills said in a statement, "With high energy prices causing real hardship, this emergency measure will ease the financial burden on Maine residents by putting money back into their pockets and ensure that our most vulnerable citizens are able to stay warm this winter." Governor Mills said she plans to work with lawmakers to implement long-term solutions that will bring down energy costs, improve energy efficiency, and reduce Maine's highest in the nation dependence on expensive and harmful fossil fuels. Governor Mills filed her proposal last month in response to rising energy costs and the pinch of record-high inflation on Mainers' pocketbooks as winter settles in. She has called on lawmakers to approve the emergency relief plan to help Mainers cope with high costs of heating and electricity. The Democratic-led House approved the plan, but it failed to meet the two-thirds threshold in the Senate, which is required to pass, with 8 Republican lawmakers voting against it. Republican senators who voted against the plan say they want it to be vetted through the committee process, which would include a public hearing. Governor Mills and other top Democrats said the move will delay relief for the state's consumers. The relief plan comes as the average price for heating oil in Maine hovers around $5 per gallon, which has consumers now expected to pay, on average, $525 more to fill their heating tank, compared to just 1 year ago. And this is according to the Mills administration. Governor Mills has recently said Mainers are expected to pay, on average, more than $500 more in electricity costs per year, compared to a typical year following hefty rate hikes by power companies. So friends, members of the Federal Reserve speaking around the country said today that while there are signs that inflation is starting to slow, they still believe inflation is too high and that more work needs to be done to bring down price increases. Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook said in a speech, "Inflation remains far too high, despite some encouraging signs lately, and is therefore of great concern." Richmond Fed President Thomas Barkin made similar comments, noting that while inflation is likely past its peak, there is still work to do. Baskin has recently said, "We still have work to do. Inflation is too high, and we still need to stay on the case until it's sustainably back to our 2% target." In November, inflation as measured by the Consumer Price Index rose 7.1% over the prior year. It is a slowdown from October, and it's a drop of 2 percentage points after June's reading showed price rose 9.1% over last year. Kansas City Fed President Esther George, speaking at an event in Kansas City, noted that the increase in interest rates has worked to slow demand and allow time for supply chains to catch up, especially for goods, but that more will need to be done. Wages grew 4.6% over the prior year in December, down from a clip of 4.8% in November, though still higher than pre-crisis levels, and a rate that is above the Fed's 2% inflation target. The hope is that inflation pressures will cool even more dramatically as the year progresses. It is probably a pipe dream to expect that price increases will fall anytime soon to the 2% to 3% annual level that the Fed would feel most comfortable with. Growing expectations for a Fed pause have boosted the chances that the U.S. economy may be able to avoid a deep and prolonged recession. Many experts still think that a brief and shallow downturn is likely, but that will depend on just how aggressive the Fed decides to be with these rate hikes. Well, my amazing and dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community. And friends, to show my appreciation, I'm doing weekly giveaways. I will be announcing 2 new winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter, all you have to do, friends, is make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Thank you, my dear friends, and have a wonderful and blessed week.